Radio Television of Kosovo is the public service broadcaster in Kosovo. It offers two radio stations broadcasting a diverse programming of news and music and four 24-hour television services broadcasting on terrestrial and satellite networks. History: RTK replaced RTP and began broadcasting in September 1999 on analog satellite with a daily 2-hour transmission, expanding to 4 hours per day in November 2000, with programming mainly in Albanian and partially in Serbian and Turkish. The following July, it expanded to 7 hours a day and began offering programming in Bosnian as well. In 2001, RTK was established as an independent public service broadcaster by Broadcasting Regulation. The station was initially managed by the European Broadcasting Union to permit time for a non-political board of directors to be established. This was in place and the station independent of the EBU by the end of the year. In January 2002, an office was opened in Tirana, with a website launching in July. A second office was opened in Tetovo in November 2002. In 2002, at which time it was broadcasting 15 hours a day, 35% of the station's broadcasts were produced externally, with the bulk of programming local. It included news and business coverage as well as farming information. Broadcasting remained multilingual, with programming in another language beginning in September 2003. On the 22nd of December of that year, the station began broadcasting 24 hours a day. Also, in 2002, RTK began hosting awards, with the Best News Moderator being honored by the Drita Jermisarsh Award and the Best Cameraman by the Rudolf Sopi Award. RTK's radio transmission began with the October 1999 acquisition of the multilingual public radio station, Radio Pristina, which became Radio Kosovo. In 2000, it acquired the multi-ethnic UN youth radio station Radio Blue Sky. In 2013, RTK's TV services expanded to include RTK2, a new station intended to focus on minorities. All minority language programming was moved to RTK2. 2014 saw the launch of news channel RTK3 and of the arts and documentary channel RTK4. Journalists at RTK have repeatedly protested in 2015 against political interference, up to asking for the dismissal of chief editors for obstruction and internal censorship. Management: RTK is regulated by the Law on Public Broadcasting. Its financing was originally guaranteed by a license fee paid over electricity bill, until the Constitutional Court declared that it was not due and shifted RTK's budget over state subsidy. The change raised concerns for the preservation of RTK's independence. The legal requirement for RTK to plan an end to the transitional state budget funding has not been enacted. RTK has been criticized for lack of investigative journalism and political bias, e.g., in the extensive coverage of the ruling political party as opposed to the short and misleading coverage of opposition Vetvendosuit 2012 protests, which was deemed a major signal of state financing, putting the editorial independence of public television at risk. Moreover, RTK coverage only reaches 62.7% of Kosovo's territory. RTK board members are elected by the parliament by majority vote, thus entrusting their appointment to the majority parties. Political pressures aside, RTK maintains an untapped potential thanks to good equipment and professional editors and journalists.